Paradise, Pacifica, California. Recap on philosophy. We touched on yogic philosophy this week and much more. So here we go. Okay, so right off the bat, Dr. Halpern shared just the importance of this work that we're sharing. It is some of the highest knowledge. So with that said, when you're ready, this is a lifetime journey. When you're ready, new things are going to be hitting you all the time on this journey. And I can attest for it myself. So let's get right into the philosophy, talking about Sad Darshana, the ways of seeing. So there's 6 traditional philosophical systems from the rishis. They are the seers. So there's particular schools of thought here, which is really cool. And this is ancient wisdom, so it's been around, it's been chewed, it's been debated, it's been argued over, it's been tested, which is amazing. That's what's awesome. One school is the Astika school, and it accepts the Vedas as the final authority. Is Nastika schools, which refers to non-traditional philosophies such as Buddhism and Jainism. And they question the long-held tenets of other schools, which is interesting. Who doesn't question anything if they're not a free thinker? So most of the Indian gurus draw their knowledge from the Astika traditional schools, which refer to Sad Darshana. So Samkhya philosophy, if it could be put in metaphor, it would be that the ocean is cosmic consciousness, and that we, our souls, are but a drop of it. Samkhya philosophy is that you are already one with everything. It's just a matter of waking up to the fact. There's nothing outside of you that isn't you. Thou art that. So last week we touched on Purusha. And so Purusha is pure potential for consciousness, and Prakruti is pure potential for matter. Purusha is a masculine principle, and Prakruti is nature, so it's like feminine, which is beautiful. And each creation perceives itself as separate. That's where, duality, once we get into the material form, Maya happens, right? That's where we get attached to these forms and get attached to life. We don't want to lose it, all this kind of stuff. So things just start happening, right? We get into karma in a bit. So here in the philosophy section, we get philosophical. A Vedic practitioner, such as myself, humbly walks the path and knows how long it has to go. Just as someone that helps people, I'm always meeting people exactly where they are. I'm never trying to bring them to where I am at. They might be so much more evolved than I am. Learn from everybody. So even from a little child, I'm always learning. Which goes on to, we'll dovetail into this. Your story is unique. Purusha has never seen it. Purusha and Prakruti are infinite. They're getting to know itself through your story. So your story is unique. Your life is unique. Your imprint and the way you're going to make an impact in this world is unique. Don't forget that, guys. I'm here to help humanity, help my family. I'm here to live a beautiful, fruitful existence in service of helping man waken up to the fact that they are already divine. All right, so we're going to get into the 4 yogic paths. First one is karma yoga, which is the yoga of action. And all these are to subdue the ego through selfless action. So it's to subdue the ego. So karma yoga is selfless action. Second of the 4 yogic paths, bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga is the yoga of devotion. So you surrender the ego through worship of a teacher. World is an illusion. All this greenery right here is going to turn to brown. It's going to be the greatest education I've learned on sexuality. And the 4th one, beautiful thing of Ayurveda, and again, its point and purpose is that Ayurveda. It is there to sleep. You need good digestion. And cozy out here, I'm going to offer my services. I'm going to educate, and I'm going to celebrate Ayurveda and help the people. Halpern touched on Hatha Yoga. So its main text is Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Sorry, Dr. Halpern. Mastery leads to awakening Kundalini energy. Back to it. Chin Mudra. This is called the Chin Mudra. And then we got the Yoni Mudra, which looks like a yoni. Let's see if I can hold this right here like this and show you the Yoni Mudra. I'm gonna say like this. This is it. All right. So the next one was Vedic Philosophy, which literally means argument or analysis. And this is really cool. I really like this way. 4 ways to truth. 1 is direct perception. Number 2 is inference. It's knowledge or preceded past perceptions. The next one is analogy, which is knowledge of something unknown by past perceptions. And then testimony, word of experts or respected teachers. And I really appreciate that. I like to argue things out and find the truth. Karma is really meaty, and let's get into it. I'm gonna share with you my honest opinion. I've always pushed karma aside because I felt like it was a distraction. But let's get right into karma because it's very valuable when it comes to your health. And I'm gonna tell you, karma determines your circumstances. So there's no good or bad karma. It's just fate. It's just by chance. Things happen. You're born into good circumstances. That doesn't mean good circumstances turn out always good, right? As we all well know. It introduces 2 aspects of the soul. So you got Atman, and then you got Para Atman. So soul is Atman, and Para Atman is higher aspect of soul. It's connected to Purusha. Okay, so it's Para Atman and Jivatman. There we go. So introduces 2 aspects of soul, Atman. So then you got Atman is a higher aspect of the soul. It's connected to Purusha. And then Jiva Atman, individual. It's a lower aspect of the soul. So karma is a non-judgmental physical and spiritual force administered by Mahat, universal intelligence that reflects back to us the result of our actions. And so we have a lot of misconceptions about karma and say, oh, it's karma, payback's a bitch kind of thing. But again, that's getting into the judgment of it. It's like, it's all in the play. We'll see. Explore the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna gets right into it with Arjuna. And one of his quotes he says is, take praise or blame, all the same. Go do it. Go kick some ass. So now we're going to get into karma with health. And so here it is. When it starts affecting your physical body, right? Then karma can become a thing. So healthy actions lead to health. Unhealthy actions lead to disease. It's easy. On the spiritual tip, karma binds us to the cycle of birth and death. So the thread that connects Atman, individual soul, to the ego, on Ahankara. So liberation occurs when no threads remain. All right, these are people really trying to not be attached. They're cutting the threads. That's what the Buddhists are all about doing, which is really cool. So all this are, when we are attached to this physical body or this thing, things that we, labels that we call ourselves, it generates samskaras or tendencies, which is basically future karma. But karma is really important. Karma provides for core lessons to be learned, right? But not everybody gets that, okay? So there's 3 types of karma: past, generated by past lives or storehouse of karma; present, karma will manifest in this life, creates samskaras, creates tendencies; future, new karma created in this life. Look at the sunset, guys, so beautiful. That's some good karma. So a great question is, why do we generate karma? We generate karma by forgetting our true nature. This is our work in our lives. We are amnesiacs. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Yes. Water dissolving, water removing, karma dissolving, karma removing. There you go. Every action in service to ego generates karma, which is, I would say, samskar. Why do we take selfish action? I think we're greedy by nature. So the next question comes is, how do we end each cycle? By becoming selfless. Selfless action generates no new karma. Be of service. And that takes being present. How do you know if your actions are selfless? Through honest self-examination, beyond the ego with clear vision. So, I do you. Love truths. In summary, we are like that. Preparation for awakening defined. Number 3 is controlling your sexual energy. Great statements. So, aham. How beautiful is that? Soham, the divine in mind. Next one is neti neti. Not this, not that. Truth can be realized from a negation of all ideas. Okay, back to philosophy. So Hinduism, I learned, is not a religion. It is a philosophy. It is mostly Vedanta. Its proper term is Sanatana Dharma. Then we dived into the 4 basic goals of life, which is called Purusartha. And the highest purpose of Ayurveda is to keep humanity healthy so that we can pursue these 4 goals of life. Number 1 is Dharma, and that is duty, service in alignment with nature, doing your divine service. Artha is prosperity, provide for oneself and one's family to thrive. Boom, love that. It's pleasure and ecstasy, maintenance of protection of propagation of life. So it's maintaining the protection and propagation of life. Boom. And I'll give you the last one, it's moksha. And it means liberation of the soul. This week was a packed week. It was beautiful. It was brilliant. We had 2 straight weeks with Dr. Halpern, and it was fantastic. He's a real dude. He's doing his absolute best, making this thing happen. California College of Ayurveda is celebrating their 30th year. They're located in Nevada City, and I gotta say, the online experience, so I live in Carson City, and the online experience has been amazing. For this particular stuff, foundations, the class that I'm in, the foundations class, you don't need to be necessarily there on hand. When we get into the next leg of it, which is the internship, we will be needing to be there for a handful of days, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be great to meet my fellow classmates, and look forward to the journey. This is going to be a great 1-year journey.